Welcome, cannabis friends. Have you ever tried to get an exact measured dose from a Rick Simpson oil syringe? So these things are really awesome. They're really special to have, but getting an exact measured dose is super difficult. Like if you have like 100 milligrams or 200 milligrams that you need to take, then you have to sort of try to count the lines, and the stuff is super dark. And if you've used it before, then the stuff is super sticky and it could clog up, and then you press out too much and you can't put it back in. And it can be very frustrating, especially if you have a hardcore condition, to get your dose out, and to have to go through that, like multiple times a day, day in and day out. It's super frustrating, and that's why we have the tinctures, right? And to make it easier to have exact measured doses, and you don't have to press anything out, whatever. You just put the drops under your tongue or in a drink or something like that, and you're good to go. But some people, they have trouble if they're new to like holistic health, and new to tinctures. Then they might not know how to do like a full dropper or a half a dropper, and all this kind of stuff, and and you have to use like a little bit of math and all this stuff. And again, that could be frustrating if you're just trying to overcome a condition and you're worried about that condition. Now you have to worry about like figuring out like how to give this dose to you, right? So capsules are an easy way to deliver an exact measured dose. And I made some high THC Rick Simpson oil capsules yesterday, because I had received a message from a friend and client that's taken the RSO, and he was asking about like easier ways to get exact measured doses with the tincture. And he's super familiar. He's in the cannabis industry, and if he's asking for easier ways, then just your regular person that's not familiar with tinctures is going to have a trouble. So I decided, like, hey, let's start making the capsules again. I used to make them like several years ago, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, and they were super popular. And with the high CBD version, the capsules are the absolute most popular thing that we have. So I'm not sure why I just keep on forgetting to make the high THC version in the capsules. Probably because we sell out of the high THC version so quickly that I don't have time to make capsules, right? But when I got that message yesterday, I decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and make some capsules. So I made these 40 milligram capsules. And so like that each capsule is exactly 40 milligrams of RSO in here, and you just take, like, so if you, for instance, that we're taking, you were scheduled to do 200 milligrams that day, then there's 40 milligrams per capsule. Divide that into 200, and that and that you have to take 5 capsules, right? So and you would just take 5 capsules throughout the day. That would get you your 200 milligrams, and you're good to go. Like, you don't have to like try to squeeze out certain amounts and do that kind of nonsense, right? You just you just pop in a few capsules and go on with your day. So the other thing that's really cool about it too is that it's easy to transport the capsules, and you don't have to take your whole supply with you either, right? So like with the syringe, you don't want to carry this thing around really. So you end up just doing doses in the morning and the evening. But it's better to take them throughout the day if you're taking large doses. So that's why we have the tincture. But with the tincture, it's easy to transport. Put it in your gym bag and your purse and your glove compartment, whatever. But it's your whole, like, it's your whole supply though, right? Like, this is a 50 milliliter 10,000 milligram bottle, so that's a lot, and you're taking it with you. So if you lose that, you're pretty much losing your supply. And same thing with the bottle, but with the bottle of capsules. But if you don't have to take your full bottle of capsules. You could take a smaller bottle, like a travel bottle. And a lot of times we'll even throw an empty one of these. This is like a little pop top bottles, and you can just take your daily that day's supply with you, and leave the bigger bottle at home. So if you were to lose this bottle, then you just lost one day's worth and not your whole supply, right? So there's a bunch of different benefits, but those are the two biggest ones that I found, is that you could just take one day's worth or 1 week's worth or whatever. Like if you're traveling, for a few days, then you could just take a few days worth with you and not take your whole supply. like if the TS, so you don't have to worry about the TSA, doing anything with your full supply of stuff. If anything happens, then just like your travel supply, what was compromised and not your whole supply. That's a big deal. Then the other bigger deal is being able to dole out exact measured doses and know exactly what you're taking. Because if you're like me, you like to know exactly how much you're taking of a specific nutrient or supplement or whatever, like the Rick Simpson oil, right? So and it's hard to do with a syringe, extremely hard. It's a little bit easier with the tincture, but it still can be difficult for people that are not familiar with tinctures. But the capsules are super easy, and people are familiar with capsules because they've taken them their whole life, usually, in some way, shape, or form. So hopefully that gives you some information on the various ways to take Rick Simpson oil. If you have any questions about the capsules or their availability, just reach out to support@myfitlife.net. We do have some bottles available right now. I haven't had them. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already, but I haven't made high THC capsules in about 5, 6, 7 years. They were really popular back then, but I'm not sure why I haven't made them, because they were super popular. But like I said, we have them now in 100 capsule bottles. And if you have any questions about them, again, support@myfitlife.net. So again, this is Al Morenton with Cannabis Friends and 420 Buds, where a friend with weed is a friend indeed. I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace.